Hey everybody, welcome back to Kentucky Outdoors. Today I'm going to do a review on a climbing deer stand. Now, I'm not a deer stand person. I'm petrified of heights. But today we're up about almost 20 foot up in the tree. And I didn't really come out here to deer hunt. I just came out here to do a review on this tree stand, which is a Summit Goliath. But, brought the bow just in case. But anyway, on to the review. Sorry, pause that. Before I get in the review, if you are hunting out of a deer stand, I cannot stress this enough. Safety harness. Please wear a safety harness. If you are just starting out hunting, wear a safety harness. If you've hunted for 15 years, use a safety harness. If you are a seasoned veteran and you have hunted your entire life and you're in your 60s, 70s, if you're hunting in your 80s, awesome. Please use a safety harness. Your family wants you to come back home the way that you left that morning. There is no deer on this planet that is worth climbing up in a deer stand and not putting on a safety harness. And my recommendation, spare no expense on a safety harness. Muddy Outdoors, I can't remember what type this one is, but I got this one mainly because of the carbiner clip. It screws shut, so it's not going anywhere. The vest is actually comfortable. I've got it on under this here. It's got padded straps. It's very comfortable, very easy to take on and off. I believe it actually has rubber around a lot of the parts, so it does not make noise, which is good whenever you're standing up or you're having to move, maybe to adjust for a shot on a deer. So please, wear a safety harness. So, on to the Goliath. Again, I am not a tree stand person. This may change my mind and my outlook on it. I feel very safe, very comfortable in this stand. I've been up here for almost an hour and a half, and I'm not tired. I know sometimes you sit down, you're padding on your seat, your butt gets sore, it's hurting, get uncomfortable. One reason I like the ground blind, there's plenty of room. Now, if you need to move or just stand up, whatever. This here, the Goliath, has plenty of room. This is made for up to 350 pounds. I weigh right at 230. And I don't feel like this stand's going nowhere. Trying to think if there's any negatives that I've actually had with the stand. The only negative that I can think of was putting it together. The instructions were not very clear. It had different climbing stands, such as the Viper and a few others listed in the book, pretty much saying, hey, if you have this stand, this is how it's put together. If you have this one, this is how it's put together. But it didn't have the Goliath in those instructions. Maybe I just got a bad set of instructions. I don't know. That is my only complaint thus far. And as far as pros, it's very lightweight. It comes in at 21 pounds. Very easy to pack in and out of the woods. Excuse me. Very easy to climb up the tree. It wasn't heavy, wasn't hard on me at all. For somebody that's not used a climber in years, this made it very easy. The last climber I had, I believe, was an Ameristep somebody had given me, and it used the pins to hold the cable in place. I love this. It does not have the pins and cables. I was always afraid about them going out. These here are not going anywhere. They're rubber coated, so again, no noise. This stand is as quiet as I believe it can get. Comes apart very easily whenever you take it off of your back to go ahead and hook it to the tree. The seat, extremely comfortable. The only that it might be an issue for you. You may just fall asleep sitting up here, tree moving, rock yourself to sleep. Now, these are a little bit pricey. I had somebody give this to me, and again, from Summit Tree Stands, if you got $400 you can use, I would buy one of these stands. I would buy one of these stands. I'd buy one of these harnesses, because it's going to make it a lot more enjoyable. If I was, which I may get less nervous as time goes on, I'm just afraid of heights. I hate heights. Well, I don't hate the thought of falling, it's that sudden stop. Yeah, because the sudden stop is what makes it bad. The falling part, you just fall. But when you hit the ground, then especially if you bounce, that doesn't feel good either. But as far as, I would give this a 9 out of 10. Literally, because of the instructions. It's the only thing that makes it not a 10 out of 10. If somebody gives you one of these and doesn't have the instructions, I'm sure you can probably find them online. You could probably message or email Summit. I'm sure they would probably help you out, because I had actually messaged Summit and had asked them about this stand, and they were very helpful with stuff. But this is probably the most comfortable I've been hunting. Usually I'm sitting in my ground blind, which is on the other side of the oak flat over here. I'm actually looking at it right now, and like chair gets kind of rough and just your back starts hurting. I would definitely, if you got the money that you can spend, get one of these climbing stands. I will probably be using this a lot more. I'm excited to use it. It has not budged one time since I've been up here in this tree. I know this isn't a very exciting or informative video, but if you're looking in the stands and you want to get a climber, get one of these, get a good harness, and enjoy your hunt. I plan on coming back out here tomorrow. Major cold front coming through again. I think this is our third one coming through. I didn't get to hunt the second one, but I'm starting to actually shiver a little bit. That is another plus. If you're hunting cold weather, you layer up, you layer your clothes. There's plenty of room where I can sit here and put on multiple clothes, and I've got plenty of space to move. I can turn very easily. I can look behind me. I can stand up. This is an awesome investment if you are a tree stand hunter. Even if you're not a tree stand hunter and you want to get used to hunting in a tree stand, I would go with these. Goliath from Summit. But I'm fixing to get off here. I'll turn the camera around here in a second. That way y'all can see where I'm looking at. And again, hope everybody's having a good deer season. I've seen a lot of good deer taken, especially here in Kentucky. Another thing, if you are looking for groups on Facebook to join that are outdoorsman based, one y'all should check out, Christian Trail Outdoors. I'm actually a admin and a moderator over there, but that's a really good group to be in. There's a lot of good people in there, a lot of people sharing wisdom on hunting and religious stuff from the Christian point of view. And if you're not into that, that's fine. There's other great sites and Facebook groups out there. But like I said, I'm going to turn the camera around, and that way y'all can see what it is I'm looking at. I'll actually stand up, that way y'all can get a better view, and I'll do a pan view. So y'all have an awesome day. I'm fixing to climb down out of here and head back to the house and probably fix me some coffee. So hopefully, I'm trying to think if I've got any more videos coming out. I do have one. I done a review on a headlamp that I had got, and hopefully I can get that posted up pretty soon after it's done edited and everything. But it's an awesome headlamp. I love it. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. Hunt safe. Again, if you're in a deer stand, safety harness. Don't leave the ground without it. Thank y'all. This is my view from that Goliath from Summit. There's actually my ground blind over there. The reason I put this climber right here is that way if I get a wind where I can't really hunt out of that blind, I'll come up here and hunt. Alright guys, that does it for the day. I'm going to climb out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. Unsafe. Alright everybody, so I'm out of my climbing stand. Next we go back here and give y'all a good look at it. That way y'all can actually see what it looks like. I ain't got too far out yet. But not really hard climbing down. It's actually pretty easy. The hardest thing about climbing down was the fact of it bit into the tree so well, it was actually kind of hard getting it out. Set my bow down. But turn the camera around here, that way y'all will be able to see everything on it. Okay, zoom out a little bit here. Okay, now of course I've got a rope to pull everything up with, but one thing it comes with is this bungee. Whenever you put your feet in the stirrups, that way you can put this here behind your feet, holds them in place in the stirrups, and they're not going anywhere. Again, no tools required at all to put this thing together. It does come with a cord. It's got a little bit of elastic in it to keep top and bottom connected. That way if one slips, they're good to go. These here, again, I like these over the old style that has the pins in them, because it's not going nowhere. The only way to get that out, this right here, you pull that down and you pull your cable out. Again, which of course I leave my safety harness thing in there. I've still actually got the vest part on, but that way I can just hop in, hook up to it, and take off up the tree. But the hardest part, that was another problem, getting the top part of the seat to actually connect around the tree. I probably should have went with a smaller tree, but no big deal. Again, the Summit Goliath, definitely a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. Instructions was the only issue. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and head back to the house. And we'll see y'all later in the next video.